Hey, I'm Dr. Jenn, and you are in the den with Dr. Jenn. So, today we are talking about breastfeeding. But is that only for women or men also? Okay, also you'll get a recommendation on how to get the sex that you want and the top things not to do or say in the bedroom. Our den chat today, breastfeeding. Is this solely the domain of women? Or is it possible for men to breastfeed as well? To a breeder, one of the most endearing images of early childhood may be the suckling of an infant by its mother. The bond, the closeness, the ability to provide the most fundamental of foods to one's child is considered by many to be the pinnacle of womanhood. But what would the world be like if men could also breastfeed? There is anecdotal reports backed up by scientific opinion that show it is possible for men to lactate. And to discuss this today, I have our den clinical researcher, Jane, here. Welcome, Jane.
A pleasure as always, Dr. Jenn.
Okay, so always love having you here. Is male breastfeeding actually possible?
Well, yes. In theory, men can breastfeed. Men do have milk ducts in their breasts and have some mammary tissue. In the womb, males and females are initially undifferentiated and develop some of the same structures.
Okay, but isn't there more involved, like hormones?
Yes, absolutely, Dr. Jenn. Men, like women, have oxytocin and prolactin, which is related to milk production. Generally not in the amounts needed for breastfeeding, though. For a human male to produce milk, his level of hormone called prolactin would have to spike and stay elevated for the duration of lactation. But there are some greater amounts of prolactin that can be a side effect of some medications.
Oh. Okay, so you've actually read about some men being able to do this.
Yes, I know, it's shocking. There have been some reports of men who are able to extensively stimulate their nipples and produce milk. What we're not sure of is it's the same composition as women's breast milk.
Okay, so what kind of stimulation of the nipples is needed here?
Excellent question. It's not likely to occur simply by stimulating a male's nipples, like tweaking them over a period of time, or having an infant suckle a male breast. He would want to use a pump for this, for steady stimulation and suction.
Okay, I mean, I would think too, what about like the hair in the baby's mouth?
Yeah,
That's kind of neat.
Well, so one final note, there are animals that experience male lactation as a normal part of their existence. One such creature is the Indonesian fruit bat.
Oh, that's fascinating. Well, I would think that if we explored this more, this could be helpful for moms who can't breastfeed or feel overwhelmed with balancing work, family, and baby.
Yes, all excellent points.
Well, thank you so much, Jane, for sharing your knowledge about milkmen.
You're welcome. I'm always happy to visit the den.
Sexual fun fact. All right, according to Facebook statistics, what 2 times of year are the most people breaking up? I'll ask the audience first. Who thinks they know? Christmas is one. You got a condom there. Woohoo! What do you think in the back? Oh, she was thinking January, beginning of the year. No, a little later in the year is a second. Think college students. Spring break. Bingo. There you go. And we've got a chart here for you guys to look at that they actually charted it on Facebook. So, yep, spring break and 2 weeks before Christmas. The Den recommend. All right, there are lots of books out there about improving your sex life, but I've got a recommendation for you of a book with a different twist to this. It's called Getting the Sex You Want by Tammy Nelson. Now, first of all, this book is not fluff. This book is not a harlequin romance novel of sexual information. It's more of an owner's manual. This book delves into many of the taboo topics around sex, finding a way to both educate and entertain while also keeping a high intellectual level. There's a lot of practical advice and exercise that you can put right into action, such as how to bring riskiness, desire, and excitement back into a long-term relationship. Other topics include sexual empathy, erotic curiosity, and overall, the author shows us how to use our relationships and the challenges in our relationships for personal and spiritual growth. I recommend it to anyone who's interested in having a full, enriching, and ultimately satisfying sex life, regardless of gender or relationship status. All right, I've got for you the top 5 things to not do in the bedroom. I polled some Facebook friends, and this is what they had to say when it comes to what to avoid doing or saying in the bedroom. Number 5, totally surprising a partner with a brand new activity without discussion, or at least some implicit awareness of it before they've consented, such as spanking, anal play, or bondage. Yeah, not good just to spring on somebody. Please talk about it first. Number 4, when making love and you're in the bottom position, commenting, "I think the ceiling needs painting." That one, as embarrassing as it is to say, was my father's response on Facebook. And I was like, that's really uncomfortable, Daddy. Number 3, don't start to go down on a partner, then walk to the bathroom and bring back a washcloth. Tell her that she smells funny and that she needs to wash herself up. Yeah, somebody said that that had happened to their friend, and she got up and left immediately, and he didn't know why. So, not a good one. Number 2, this is a popular one, asking, "Are you in yet?" Yeah, so I have a friend of a friend that actually asked that question, and the answer was yes, which is really bad. And the number 1, this one was awesome. She wrote, "If you're a squirter, be careful with electronic toys. A friend had someone squirt into her Hitachi wand and almost electrocuted her." Yeah. So I polled some of the audience here as we were just talking about it, and these are the top ones that we had to say. First one, this was actually one of our production assistants said, "You shouldn't do anything in the bathroom in the bedroom. Keep it to the bathroom." And that could be all sorts of stuff. Next one was, "Oops," not a good thing to say. Next one was, one person said, a dude to a woman said, "Don't act like a porn star." However, somebody else said, you shouldn't say, "This worked great in the porn video." And that from different angles. And the last 2 are, one is, "Are we done yet?" And the best one from the audience, I think, was, "Your sister does it better." Thanks, guys. All right, I'd like to thank you to Jane and our live audience for being here to talk about sex. Yay, applaud yourself. And I want to direct you to San Diego's Pacific Beach. There's a place called Underground Furniture, and they are the ones that generously provided our den furniture here. And if you want to find me online, you can go to DrJennsDen.com or on Facebook and Twitter at DrJennsDen. So don't miss the silly or shocking outtake after the credits. And as always, be kind to yourself. It feels very intimate. When I'm back there changing, sometimes I'm like, "Hey, Stevie, hey, I'm taking my shirt off right now."